But now, before I tell you this story, you ought to know where these boys came from. See, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they weren't Babylon boys. They were from Judah, a little nation that got conquered when King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon rolled through Israel with an army big enough to shake the ground. Whole city burned, temple torn down, and the best of the young men were hauled off to Babylon, trained up to serve in a king's court, far from home, far from everything familiar. But even in a strange land, they held tight to the God they grew up with. And that's how they ended up in the middle of the trouble I'm about to tell you. When the world says kneel and your heart says stand, you find out real quick what kind of man you are. Now the king, Nebuchadnezzar, he built himself a statue, big old thing, gold from top to bottom, shining like the sun on a hot day. And you made a rule: when the band starts playing, everybody hits the dirt. Didn't matter who you were, where you came from, or what you believed, bow or burn. But some folks were watching, and they ran to the king saying, "Hey, those three Hebrew boys, they ain't doing what you're saying. They won't bend, they won't break, they won't worship what you make." So the king called them in, and he's trying to keep his cool, but you can hear the anger rattling around in his voice. He says, "Last chance. Music plays, you bow. If not, I got a furnace burning hot enough to turn stone into water." But those boys, they didn't blink. Or God can save us. But even if you don't, this still won't bow. That was it. King lost whatever patience he had left. Said heated 7 times hotter. Soldiers grabbed the boys, tied them up, dragged them to the flames. The fire was so fierce that killed the man, throwed him in. With the boys, they fell into the fire. They stood back up. There was another in the fire, walking right beside him, and the flames bowed down to the God they serve. King jumped to his feet, said, "Didn't we throw in 3? 'Cause I'm looking at 4. And the 4th looks like a sign of the gods. When those boys walked out, not a hair singed, not a thread burned, not even the smell of smoke on it. Well, that king had himself a change of heart. When the fire gets hot and the world closes in, hold your ground, child, 'cause the fire go in. No, the fire don't win. And that's a tale. 3 boys far from home, standing tall in a land that wasn't theirs. And God meeting